Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bronco Fast. I guess it's an episode, right? Part of the vlog, part of the channel. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, join the team, join the fam here. Today is a video that I know everybody's been excited for, everybody's been waiting to hear about or see. I've had the Corsa Extreme Plus Catback on the ZL1 1LE for about 7 months now, so I've got a good idea of how it sounds and how to really review this exhaust for you, because I didn't want to just throw it on and be like, yep, that's great, I love it, ooh, yay, let me tell you about all the things I know about in 1 week. So if you haven't already, before we get started, hit subscribe down below, hit like, comment, let me know what you think. I'm excited to have you all join in on this ride, and if you haven't already, you're about to have some fun. If you're new to the channel, there she is. But first, let's kind of get into the exhaust. I did the Catback, the Extreme Plus. I was a little nervous. Is it going to be too loud? Is it going to be too much? I'm getting rid of the NPP function, which is the button or the modes that make it quiet, make it louder. I never really care about that type of stuff, so I was saying, let's get it out of here. But, you know, one of the things I wanted was something that was going to be a nice tone, nice deep exhaust for this car, because I think the one thing that it was missing from factory with such an awesome car, it was too quiet. On the outside, it was kind of okay at a cold startup, but for the most part, it was just too quiet. And I'm coming from a GT350R from factory. It had basically an aftermarket exhaust and sounded awesome. Then you get this car, which just sounds quiet, and I couldn't take it. So the minute I got it, I knew I had to do the Corsa Extreme Plus Catback. And now I do have the one that came before the EPA decided to get rid of the fun part of the exhaust. So I do have one of the ones that gets rid of that secondary cat. Thank gosh I was able to get one before this all went down. So today we're going to review this bad boy, show you some cold starts, show you what it sounds like when it warms up, when it revs, try to get some drivers, you know, some foot to the floor action, and really tell you a little bit more about this bad boy. So let's take a look at it real quick. All right, so I went with the black tips, which, to be honest, I mean, look at that. With the black there, I just didn't like the chrome look. So I wanted that black look to just blend in with the rear fascia. You know, it just goes with that whole black, white, red scheme there that's going on. But if we look at the exhaust here, let's take a look underneath. Ooh, it is getting dirty, I can see that, but very well made. I'm really happy with the exhaust. It goes all the way back there, you can see, and look at those pipes. I mean, it's a mean looking exhaust. I mean, nothing really other than that. I mean, you get your clamps, your normal stuff, but I mean, what you really want to care about or notice about it, hey, it looks good, right? We already know that. Let's hear it. Okay. Right away. Dang, that sounds good. So you can already hear it starting to calm down a little bit. It's starting to get quieter, but that tone is still bunga bunga bunga, and that's what we want. It's just got that. Oh man, I mean, you can hear it, right? It sounds awesome. All right, so here's the portion that is more of the practicality, right? She's warmed up. You're not trying to wake the neighbors. It's early. You're going to the track. You're going to Cars and Coffee. You're going out in the morning, and you're not trying to wake up the whole neighborhood. You can hear the car idling. It sounds awesome, right? And we're not warmed up yet, so I don't get on it until the oil, warms up. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to drive this car quiet. Isn't that cool? I mean, that's the thing that's awesome about this car. That's just a nice 1, 2, 3, and then that's just 10% throttle. Gets it a little bit louder. So, and right now we're in 4th gear doing 40. Can't even hear it. Can't even hear the exhaust. And that, to me, is a huge win. If you have kids or anyone that's going to be in the back, there is no drone. This is with the windows up. Our windows down. Look at that. With the windows up, it is quiet. And remember, this is the Extreme Plus. This is the loud exhaust. And right now we're in 4th gear. You can barely hear it. Now, I don't know if you could pick that up, but on decel, there's the pops, the burbles. You can hear it there with a little downshift. But hey, we're at 2,000 RPMs. This is like interstate speed. So this is nothing, right? The best part is when you get on it and it's about to warm up, and we're about to get on it to show you how loud this thing really gets. And that's when you start laughing and smiling and just glad you bought this exhaust. All right, so we're driving along here, right? We're cruising down the street. I've got maybe 5% throttle. You barely hear it. Then you downshift again, and you hear this bad boy. That's with the windows down. This is 3,000 RPMs, and you hear that? Nothing. You have absolutely nothing. It's so quiet at idle. It's such a great exhaust. I mean, that's what I love about it. Quiet when you want it to be. Let's roll down these windows, show you what this thing really sounds like when you want to give it the beans, because that's the best part. Let's just make this little turn here. You got to be careful with this car with all that power on top. Tap. That's spinning through the gears, baby. Oh, listen to that. That is crisp. That is clean. This is 3,000 RPMs. Rolling into it. Oh. Hear the pops, the crackles. Oh, man. What an exhaust. What a special car. And this is the exhaust you guys need. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we buy exhausts like this. That's why we have fun with cars like this, because I'll tell you what, that sound is absolutely brilliant. I mean, you get the tingles on your arms because of it. And I always end up, oh my gosh. I'm sorry I keep tapping the screen. My phone's acting up, so that's strange. But can you hear that? I mean, how good is that? And here we go, back into 4th, into 6th, windows down, cruising. You don't hear anything. Don't hear anything. That's what's brilliant about this car, or about this exhaust, I should say. I mean, this car is brilliant, but this exhaust, this is the one you need. It's done right. It's throaty. It's deep. It screams when you want it to, and it's quiet. It's like Ludacris' song, right? She's gosh, I just forgot the lyrics. What is it? A freak in the sheets? I don't know. I forgot. But man, this car is awesome. I mean, it might be the mullet of exhaust. And when I mean that, it has that nice, elegant sound. It can be quiet when needed to. But that long hair in the back, oh buddy, she's ready to party, ready to rock. So the other thing I want to show you, we're going to get on the interstate. I want you to see that cruising sound, because that's what blew my mind. I hear more road noise and wind noise than I do exhaust when I'm cruising around 70, 75. It's pretty awesome. Just wanted to show you what it's like in regular traffic, pulling out onto the street here, just so you can get an idea of not flooring it or just getting on it, but just like light throttle like that, I mean, we're not even into the boost. 2,500 RPMs. So livable with this exhaust. I've seen a lot of exhausts, you know, they'll drone at 3,000 or 2,500. This has zero drone, absolutely none. The only time I might have heard something that could be considered drone would be on the interstate, really cruising, cruising. So that's the only real time that you might hear, and then you're like, nah, that's not it at all. So figured show you how quiet that is. All right, we're gonna get on the interstate. I want to show you guys, just so you know what the car sounds like on the interstate, and obviously, hopefully we get to get on the interstate. So here we go. All smiles, here we go. Oh my God, this car. Oh my gosh, this thing is a rocket ship. All right, here we go. Fifth gear, 77 miles per hour. Into sixth gear, we're at 75. I told you, road noise. How awesome is that? That's the perfect cruising speed. And we're just cruising on the interstate. If you want to give it a little, you hear just a little bit. But other than that, this is what you want. This is what you want on an exhaust, on a 700 horsepower car. I mean, what else can you ask for? Big V8, flowing exhaust, and this is the sound that you get on the interstate. That's the sound when you get on it. When you get on it and you just feel it in your ears and your face, you start to smile because the sound that comes out of this thing it's top notch. I recommend this exhaust wholeheartedly. I'd tell you the truth if I didn't like it, but it is the best dollar for dollar, make me feel good purchase that I have done for this car. I don't know, you know, sometimes it's not about, oh, I gained 70 horsepower. Sometimes it's about how that mod makes you feel. Does it put a smile on your face? Does it make you happy? If it does, then you did the right thing. I did the right thing. So I definitely recommend this exhaust. And as you can see, we're on the interstate. It's cool, it's calm, it's quiet. I get the AC on. And I can go for a rip whenever I want. So, yes. Maybe we'll give it a little juice. I mean, why not, right? I mean, it's time for an on-ramp rip before we go. And away we go! All the power! I told you. Well, that's the review of the Corsa Extreme Plus Catback for the Camaro ZL1 1 LE 6th Gen. Figured I'd do these closing words and remarks on the interstate because that's just how quiet it is when you're just cruising. So, love the exhaust. It is a little more on the expensive side, but I think the quality and the value is there because of being able to be quiet and loud, and it's up to you what it does when it does it. And I think that's a very important factor when picking an exhaust. Now, I have heard, to keep this in mind, when you go with headers, holy smokes, does it get loud, but that's part of it, right? I mean, that's gonna happen when you open it way up. So if you've got any comments, hit me up down below. If you got any questions on install or anything like that, I do have the install video. I'll have that link going through here, or you might have already seen it. Maybe I'll put it down below. But thanks again for watching. Hit subscribe, hit like, comment below. We're gonna have some more fun on Bronco Fast, so I'll see you on the next one, Bronco Fast. One thing I want to do is the whole time we're doing this exhaust review, I've had the GoPro pointed at the exhaust on the back of the car while we've been ripping around. So hopefully the video comes out, or the audio comes out great, because I want to just leave you guys with some silence and just hear the sweet, sweet sounds of the ZL1 1LE with the Corsa Extreme Plus exhaust. Here you go. Enjoy. Turn it up.